The bikers smelled her before they saw her. A child never came to this place. Never alone. Never smelling like that. A 7-year-old girl stood barefoot in the doorway of the roughest biker clubhouse in town, and every instinct said something was terribly wrong. Grant Mercer was kneeling beside his Harley when the smell hit him. Sour, sweet, infected. The kind of smell medics never forget. Then he saw her. A faded red top. Bare feet on cold concrete. Dark hair tangled around a face too thin, too pale for her age. She didn't hesitate. She walked straight toward the open garage bay. Patch, a former Army combat medic, knelt in front of her. "What's your name, sweetheart?" "Mara," she whispered. When Patch gently lifted her arm, his hands froze. Under her armpit was a massive untreated infection. Angry red, swollen, oozing. Weeks old. Maybe longer. Grant swallowed hard. "Where's your mom?" "At home," Mara said. "She sleeps all the time now." "Why did you come here?" Mara looked around the clubhouse. "I wanted someone to help." Grant called church, the club's highest meeting. President Holt wanted to call the cops and walk away. "This isn't our responsibility." Grant stood. "That kid walked into our house asking for help. If we turn our backs, we're no better than everyone else who already did." The vote was split. 9 stayed. 4 walked out. At the police station, Officer Daniel Rohr documented everything. Severe infection, malnutrition, old bruises showing long-term neglect. Grant refused to leave. "I want updates. Every step." The truth came out fast. A neighbor heard crying but didn't want to interfere. A teacher filed 2 CPS reports and was told to stop because it was hurting performance metrics. 3 reports total. All closed. No home visit. The supervisor who closed them was Gerald Moss. The vice principal who silenced the teacher was Sandra Moss, his wife. The free clinic that turned Mara's mother away was run by Dr. Raymond Kemp, a city health board member. Gerald Moss had donated thousands to the mayor's campaign. A perfect circle. Everyone protected except the child. Officer Rohr visited the apartment. Empty cabinets. Unpaid bills. Lena Winters collapsed when she saw the badge. Her husband had died 14 months earlier. No insurance. No support. She tried to get mental health help and couldn't afford it. She wasn't evil. She was drowning, and she took her daughter down with her. Rohr filed a formal report. 3 days passed. Nothing happened. His lieutenant warned him. "Drop it or you're reassigned." That night, Grant sat across from Rohr in a diner. "Then I'll do it," Grant said. "We'll make the city listen." The message spread fast. Ride for Mara. Rivals answered. Veterans answered. Within 48 hours, 200 motorcycles committed. Saturday morning, 200 engines rolled toward City Hall. They arrived just as the mayor stepped to the podium. Main Street was blocked. Riders stood silent. Signs rose. Who failed Mara? 3 reports. 0 action. The crowd doubled. Then tripled. The story went viral. Names were spoken. Within 48 hours, Gerald Moss resigned and later faced criminal charges. Sandra Moss was fired. Dr. Kemp lost all city contracts. Independent child welfare oversight was installed. Lena entered treatment. Officer Rohr was promoted to lead child welfare oversight. Mara was placed with Helen and Carl Briggs, longtime friends of the club. 1 year later, balloons hung from the clubhouse rafters. Mara turned 8. Healthy, smiling, wearing a purple dress. She hugged Grant's leg. "Thank you." Grant knelt. "You didn't need saving," he said. "You needed someone to care." Mara's story isn't rare. What's rare is what happened next. A club that stayed involved. A cop who risked everything. A community that refused to look away. You don't need a badge. You don't need a patch. You just need to care enough to act. They didn't save Mara because they were heroes. They saved her because they refused to be bystanders.